Hi, I'm Jake from TradeLab.ai, and in this video, we're going to be talking about how to set up multiple symbols to trade. So let's say that you already have a strategy set up and you got it ready and set up for one symbol, and now you want to set it up for multiple symbols. If you're not there yet and you need a strategy to get set up, go look at one of our other videos. I have several videos on how to set up different basic strategies. Okay. So let's say we have this sample buy and sell setup, and it's set up for ETH/USDT on Bybit, and I want to start trading on other symbols like Bitcoin, AVAX, EOS, others. So let's take a look at this sample buy and sell to see what I have set up so far. I'll click Edit to open the builder, and we can see that we have our exchange and our symbol selected. If we head over to the alerts, we can see that we have a buy and a sell alert, and this will be already set up for Ethereum. Okay, and so now what we want to do is set it up for a different symbol. First, I'll go back to my strategies, and now I'll click the three dot button, and I'll click clone, and this will duplicate this strategy. So click yes, and now I have two of them. Okay, this one is also set up for Ethereum, and whenever you clone something, it automatically sets it to inactive. So that'll give me time to edit this, make sure I get it set up with the right symbol and whatever else I need before it starts trying to make any orders. Okay, so I can click edit, and here it's going to pull up the strategy setup again. This is actually something that you should go through once again. Every time that you clone a strategy, you will need to set up the alerts in TradingView, because TradingView, the way that it works, regardless of if you use TradeLab or not, the way that TradingView has always worked is that you send alerts for the chart that you have set up, right? So any alert that you create in TradingView is going to point to the symbol that you have selected on the chart. There are ways to send alerts from the crypto screener, which will actually send alerts for multiple symbols. However, the crypto screener is about filtering prices and looking at those sort of things. It doesn't necessarily follow um, strategies or indicators up here. So this isn't a magical way, unfortunately, for you to send a whole bunch of symbols in one alert. You're going to have one alert for every symbol that you want to send. Okay. So for example here, if we go back, we're going to have two alerts for this one, a buy and a sell. So we're going to click do it now, and I'm going to select my exchange and then select my symbol. For this one, instead of Ethereum, I think I'll do BTC, BTC USD. I'll click continue, and now it's going to walk us through the alert instructions again. So we'll click buy alert, and here it's going to give us the message that I need. So if I go over to TradingView, the first thing I need to do is make sure that I'm on BTC, and then I'll go ahead and create a alert. We can put in our message in here, and I would normally, name the alert. I would set up whatever condition that I want, and then click create, and that'll create an alert for us. So you'll want to do this for both the buy and the sell. So we'll click back, and we'll do the same thing for the sell. Go through, set this up in TradingView with the message that TradeLab gives you. And then once you're done with that, go ahead and click back. And now we have both of our alerts set up for our new symbol, BTC. We'll click all done. And we don't have to do anything with the alerts panel here. We can go to trade settings, and we can make sure that our amount is set up correctly for BTC, however much we want to trade for this symbol. Make sure our leverage is set up. And that should be all you want to change. You can change anything else that you want, but usually I think that that's what you would want to change. So now that we're done with that, we would hit save, and now we have two of these. I'll name this BTC. And if we hit quit, we'll go back to the My Strategy screen, and we'll see our sample buy and sell BTC that we just cloned. So that was an example of cloning a single strategy and setting it up. Let's say that we have this strategy and we want to trade it on 10 different symbols. We can go ahead and clone it. We can go ahead and make 10 different copies all at once. So if we click on this three dots again, instead of hitting clone, we'll hit clone generator. And on this page, it'll let us create as many clones as we want, change their names, change their symbols, and change their amounts. So I can click the plus button over here, and this will create me new clones every time. So I can click this 8 different times, and we'll have 8 different copies. So I'll just name these 8 different copies. Okay, and we can also change the symbols as well. So we can go through and change the symbol on each one. We can search for what we want and look through each of the symbols to make sure that we get all the different symbols we want. Okay, so now that we're finished with that, we'll go ahead and hit finish. And after a moment, you'll see all of your new strategies pop in. So these are the 8 copies that we made, and it's set up with all the different symbols that we selected. All right, and so now that these are done, you'll still have to click on each, and it'll open up the strategy setup screen, and you'll click do it now. You'll have your symbol already selected, and it'll give you the buy and sell alerts for each. So you are still going to have to go through and make sure that your alerts are set up. What you can also do if you don't want to copy each of these is you can use ticker. So if you look at the alert instructions, it'll always show you the symbol directly to make it easy to use. However, in some cases, it might be easier if you click back, and we'll exit out of this. If we go over to the alerts panel, we can edit this, and you'll see that because our symbol is dynamic, we have the dynamic box checked. We actually have this weird little ticker in here. This is actually the variable that TradingView uses in order to insert the symbol that you have selected. So if we were to copy this one message, we could make alerts for many different symbols and just paste this in, and it will insert BTC USD into the symbol for us. Okay, this only works for TradingView, and it only works on some strategies, and it only works on some exchanges as well. So some strategies will be coded in such a way where this won't work. Indicators will almost always work. The backtestable strategies, it really depends on how they're coded. Okay. Additionally, if you're using a certain exchange that has different nicknames than TradingView does for the symbols, then these won't match up. So if you're sending symbol here and it says BTC USD perp, and inside of TradeLab, we have the symbol and it says BTC USD instead of perp, then it won't match up, right? You can watch our other video on the lock alert symbol to get more information on why that is. But basically, if the symbols don't match, your alerts won't run. Okay, so the best way to make sure that that happens is to copy from the alert instructions, and we'll always have the right symbol. This is the same symbol from the dropdown, right? However, that means that you got to come through each of these and click on it, and it might take a long time if you're doing 10 of them, right? So my suggestion was if you're doing 10 of them and you're using, say, Bybit or Binance, and the symbols are working, and you have a strategy that works with this as well, then you can go over to the alerts, you can hit edit, and then you can copy the message from here. So you can just click on this, it'll say ticker, you'll come into here, you'll paste that in this ticker, and now I can hit create. I can go over to another one. I can do bit USD. I can create another alert, and this one will also be ticker, but this one will now say send bit USD instead of BTC, right? I can do BAT as well. I can say create a new alert. I can put that in there, and it'll send over BAT as the ticker. Okay. So that is how we set up multiple symbols in TradeLab. We can go back to our strategies, and we can see all of our copies that we made. Each of them will be inactive. You can click on the 3 dots and hit active inactive, and that'll activate them. If you go through the setup of each of these, it'll also turn them on after you finish the setup. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you watching. I hope this helped you set up multiple symbols in TradeLab. And if you have any other questions, you can always send me a message using this help feature down at the bottom. You can create a support ticket, and that'll send me an email, and I'll email you back. You can also join us on Discord. A link is in the description. And if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe for more updates. Appreciate you watching. Catch you next time.